What's up? Rage Raven 578 here with the music bumping for some reason. It's like the loudest I've ever heard the music. But anyway, or maybe it's a lot louder when it's on the YouTube video. But excuse me. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Oblivion. And today, so should be making it to Cloud Ruler Temple this time. And the reason why is we finally got the mysterious Xerxes, whatever, in an episode that you guys sadly didn't get to see because, well, you know, game crash, corrupted the video, shit happens, you know, so, but, you know, just take my word for it, though, you know, it was like evil worshipping cult, save a dude, kill some people, yeah, typical, you know, Elder Scrolls mission and stuff like that, so, yeah, so, now I probably should have just stuck to the road, if I'm being honest. But oh well, we're strong. We can do this. Anyways, oh hey, look, there's the road. I really want to see what a head-on collision between a deer and a horse would have looked like. So yeah, speaking of which, man, I mean, there's that freaking time again with like, you know, deer season and all that stuff. But I haven't noticed as much deer on the road as like there was like 2-3 years ago. So, and I think it's because, like, you know, like where I'm at, they started allowing like bow hunting for deers and stuff like that. And to me, that's fine. Like, I don't hate deers and stuff like that. But I mean, Jesus, there's like so many of them, like at least in the area that I live in. You know, the population control has gotten really bad. So hopefully that will happen, and hopefully more people will be able to hunt deers more than you know, crash into them. Because on my way to work the other day, I saw like a deer, well, at least half a deer, because it clearly got hit by a truck. Because like all you can see is like its bottom half, and then like guts getting like edged across the road. It was pretty insane, man. I did not find the top half, so clear indication that motherfucker got whiplash. Hello? Oh, is it a bandit? That was a guy. Oh, you look like a bandit. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to see that you sounded so nice too. Alright, later. You got nothing, but I bet you have like a camp nearby or something. Oh, whoops, why is there? Oh, it's a wolf. Oh god, is that a timber wolf? Okay, good. Timberwolves I'm a bit scared of because of how freaking crazy that their damage output is. So, but I'm starting to notice that usually anybody you meet on the road in Oblivion is usually just douchebags. So, they're usually trying to kill you. Also, I felt like there was something about this cave up here I was supposed to do. Dragonclaw Rock. I think I just discovered that when I was trying to get into Skyrim. But yeah, I felt like there was something about that Dragonclaw Rock that needed to be discovered. Oh my god, the music though. Hello, not bandit. Oh, you're actually not a bandit? Hold up.
Greetings.
Oh my god, you're actually nice. Oh, wait, I think I saw you in town.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, okay. I see. So you're like a hunter or something like that. Fair enough, so cool. That's actually interesting. It's kind of crazy seeing her like outside of town and, well, I guess hunting. So, in this day and age, in the Oblivion days when the game was being made, it was the first time they started making Radiant AI to where, like, they would actually walk around and, you know, like, well, walk around. But I don't think they were like interacting with stuff like eating bread and, you know, taking shits and all that stuff. That wasn't until Skyrim. So, but hey, you know what? I mean, it's got to start somewhere. So, oh god, Assassin's Creed. All right. I noticed there's no birds in this game either, which is interesting. So, oh well. So, all right. Well, we are finally made it back to Cloud Ruler Temple after days of traveling. We can finally deliver the book and continue the quest to try to figure out what the fuck to do with the mythic dawn here.
What do you need, friend?
I need... Wait. Is there something else? Okay, I think I just need to talk to Martin or Bars. I don't know why the quest markers make me go somewhere else.
I never had time to properly thank you for your help back in the Imperial City. I wouldn't have made it back here if it weren't for you. Now that we have a free moment, I thought you might be able to use some tricks I've picked up fighting with the Blades over the years. Nobody who hasn't trained with the Blades will know these moves, so you should find them useful. See, when they swing at you sidearm, you twist your wrists like this. Exactly. You're a natural at this. Let me show you another one.
Okay, cool. So you
Talos
just gave
got
me
you.
extra blade skill. That's cool.
Ah, you're back. I told Joffrey not to worry. I can see you've had bad news. You didn't recover the amulet, did you?
Not yet, but we do have the Mysterium Xerxes.
By the Nine! Such a thing is dangerous even to handle. Forgive me. You were right to bring it, but you'd better give it to me. I know some ways to protect myself from its evil power.
Can the Xerxes lead us to Camorn?
I don't know. Maybe. I suspect that the secret of how to open a portal to Cameron's paradise lies within these pages. But I will need time. Tampering with dark secrets, even just reading them, can be very dangerous. I'll have to proceed carefully. In the meantime, you should speak to Joffrey. He was concerned about reports of spies in Bruma.
So what do you know about the Mysterium Xerxes?
This evil book was written by Mehrunes Dagon himself, and given by him to Manca Cameron. I believe Manca Cameron used it to create his paradise. It should give us the means to open a gate there ourselves. I will continue studying it.
Do you know anything about these Oblivion gates been popping up everywhere?
It is now
that I totally
clear
need to
to
actually
me
destroy.
that the only way to stop the Oblivion invasion is to relight the Dragonfires. Emperor, Amulet, and Dragonfire. With these divine gifts, the Daedra of Oblivion have been kept at bay for thousands of years. While the Dragonfires burned, the divine barriers kept the Daedra from making more than fleeting visits to our world. But the Dragonfires can only be relit by an heir of the Septim blood, wielding the Amulet of Kings. This was the essence of Manca Cameron's plot. He was undone only by the merest chance. But his complete victory remains perilously close. We must recover the Amulet of Kings and relight the Dragonfires before it is too late to stem Dagon's invasion. I hope to have at least part of the Mysterium Xerxes translated in a few days. Speak to Joffrey about those spies in the meantime.
That's cool. That's the actual cover for the Oblivion game. At least, like, you know, if you got the physical copy and went to what do you call it? If you got the physical copy, well, I thought it was a big ass like battle maze. The original version of the game.
Good evening,
you could actually have the thing. So I kind of want to get like a big ass katana, but I don't think I'll be able to. So I do not know how to get Joffrey. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave. See if there's a back door to this place, which I imagine there would be. Come on, game. Load! Oh, this is the longest time this game has ever had to load. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, we're really getting into the deep game here now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm bugged again. Oh, no. Please stop. Please don't bug on me. Okay, so we started the game, and it turns out that that's an actual thing. Whatever Bethesda did to fix the game ended up actually making it to where I guess you're more likely to get stuck on loading screen. So, thanks Bethesda.
I hope Martin knows what he's doing with that evil book. I fear for what it could do to him if he's not careful.
Alright, I heard you had some spy problems.
Ah, yes, I hope you can help. The gate guards have reported seeing strangers on the road for the past several nights. I cannot leave Cloud Ruler undefended while my men search the whole mountainside, but these spies must be eliminated.
Alright, I'll find him.
Thank you. Talk to Stefan. He can tell you where he has seen them. Captain Bird in Bruma may also be able to help. I've asked the Countess to have the guard keep an eye out for strangers. Track down the spies and kill them. Find out what they know and what they're planning, if possible. I'm counting on you to eliminate those spies.
Hey, yeah,
We can't afford to let the Mythic Dawn operate out of Bruma with impunity.
What can I do for you, sir?
Damn, your voice, though. I heard you have problems with some spare.
We always see them near the rune stone at dusk. They aren't too woodcrafty, but Grandmaster Joffrey has forbidden us to range too far from the walls. But it seems that you have been given the freedom to attack the enemy that we all crave. Good luck. We will keep the Emperor safe here. Don't worry.
Kind of shows you how much he values my life,
May
doesn't
Talos
it?
guide you.
So, I don't want to send my highly trained men after them, but I'll send this guy after him. So, okay, yeah, sure, thanks, Joffrey. Alright. Ooh. You know, it can't be that bad. There we go. He also said that, somebody in Bruma can, help us out a bit as well, so we'll definitely, go there anyways and see. Or we'll just stay here and wait for them. Alright. Extra rooms. Haunted weapon, sure. Okay. Alright, anyways, she said that they always come out dawn. So, I don't know what time dawn is really in, like, Elden Ring, Oblivion level, but... Oh, well this is for, like, dusk, but whatever.
Vigilance. Show me what you've got.
The fuck is that?
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
That the best you can do.
Alright, named Gerald dead. I should to us to search for other spies located in their base in Bruma. Perhaps I speak to Captain Bard at Joffrey's suggestion. Alright, well, let's kill these guys first.
Die, cur.
Why won't you?
Alright. Zavari Farm is dead. I should continue to search for other spies. Alright. Damn, she was half naked too. Like, this girl was, you know, kind of kinky. I wasn't even paying attention to what that thing just said. I wasn't expecting there to be another thing. Basement key. Perhaps this clue to help me find the agent's base in Bruma. Alright. Go ahead and take that. And take all this stuff here. Why not? Why not? Why not? Alright. Let's go ahead and head to Bruma and see if we can find more of their base. So these guys, you have to say, they're pretty ballsy to be going after. Well, number one, the Imperial thing, assassinating the freaking Emperor, and then number two, deciding to make an operation right next to the Blades, which, I mean, yeah, these guys look like they don't mess around, so, because they're literally meant to, like, protect the Emperor at all costs. Alright, so I just had to,
Greetings, Nord.
hello, switch my controller around.
How are you?
Wait a minute, was that the guy that asked me to talk to behind me? Oh, good. We both. Wait, what? No, he's. Okay. Let's see.
Evening.
Oh, here you go.
I'm Captain Bird, commander of the Bruma Guard.
Alright, heard there. I'm having trouble with some spies. Anything you can help me out with?
Except for Gerald coming back from a trip down south, things are pretty quiet. Not much travel right now with the Oblivion crisis. I've told my men to keep a sharp eye out, but I've had no reports of any strangers in town. What about you? Turned up anything suspicious?
You're with the Mythic Dawn agent.
God's blood. So she was the spy? Seems there's no one you can trust these days. Since you're working with Cloud Ruler Temple, I'm going to authorize you to search Gerald's house. I'll pass the word to my men. We won't interfere.
Attaboy.
Farewell.
I'm here to relieve you.
Good. I'm hungry.
Okay. Alright, so now we gotta find Ural's house.
How are you today?
Wait a minute. Let's talk to the guy again to see if he'll just tell me where Ural's house, so we don't have to go around.
What do
searching
you
for it.
want? I trust that you'll...
Okay, it doesn't tell me
Bye.
anything. Thank you. Thank you for not telling me where Ural's house is, but I'm just supposed to know exactly where it's
How
supposed
do you
to be,
do?
guy. Alright. Well, it shouldn't be that bad, so. Because, I'm thinking correctly. Oh, it'll just tell me where it is anyway, so who cares?
Well met.
Gonna say we just try to find like the housing district and we'll just search from there on. But this isn't Morrowind. In this game they actually kind of help you out and tell you where to go, so which I kind of appreciate. So there's just like some games that I feel like, you know, if you want to give us a quest marker, that's totally fine. Thank you very much. And then there's some games like Elden Ring where it not having a questing marker or a quest marker is even better. Alright. Oh, there we go. Hello. Bruma Caverns, interesting. Ural's order. On document, should show the document to Joffrey immediately. Ural, the master was pleased to hear your activity outside Cheryl. The more gates that we open, the nearer we are to glorious cleansing. The master has chosen you, Saveri, for a most crucial mission. Blah 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 blah. Dagon, blah blah blah. You know, don't forget to turn the stove off at home when you leave. Blah 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 blah. Thank you very much. All right, cool. So, I'm kind of curious to see where this is supposed to go, though. Huh? It's a candle. It means that I'm thinking that somebody else is here. Wow. Wonder how long it took to dig this stuff. You know, I gotta be honest with you, like, unless the rat is, like, starving to death, I really don't feel like rats would be this confident in striking a big-ass dude with a sword. I take it from somebody who, like, used to own rats, you know, like, years ago. Interesting. So this guy just makes a back door. Trespassing. Am I? So this must be a bit like, you know, maybe where they get like where Spy pulls some of her friends into the house or something like that. I don't know. It's a pretty secret cape though. So interesting. I feel like but like back in the days, they would have, like, you know, actual medieval days, they would have had maybe like some guards patrolling around outside the city. So, but who knows? Sounded like there was wolves nearby somewhere. Alright, there's my horse. Right. Ah, to Northern Lights of Skyrim. So it kind of kills me how much this game makes me want to go back on Skyrim right now, but like I don't want to really play Skyrim right now. But then I mean, I know I totally can if I want to, but if we ever decide to go back on Skyrim, the wow factor of being like, man, it's been so long since we played this game, yada yada yada, it wouldn't be as real. So then again, I guess I could be like, you know, some of the fake reaction YouTube channel, and just pretend that, you know, I'm really impressed, but I'm not really good at pretending. Alright. Looks like the arrow is pointing at something else. Like, it's not pointing at the door, but whatever.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, I never even noticed this door here. That's crazy. That's convenient. Right. Except y'all.
What have you learned about the spies?
Here you go.
Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes.
So,
I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma.
who he's talking
You should
about?
speak to Martin about his
Okay,
progress
I
with
know
the
you just
Xarxes.
told me, guys. Shut up. Mankar Cameron. He was like the main cult leader that we found, like, while we were infiltrating the Mythic Dawn cult group in the episode that completely, you know, killed itself, and to where I can't show you guys anymore. So yeah, take my word for it.
I
He's a douche.
deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Aaron's paradise. The Xarxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual, but so far I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a Daedra Lord. In fact,
A
Daedric
lord?
artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric Lord, from whence they derive their great power.
Crap.
Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one.
You're not gonna help me out? You're just gonna be like, oh yes, we need an artifact that comes from a god. Okay. Let me know when you get one. Good luck. Thank you. Help me out here, man.
The only way to obtain a Daedric artifact is through the cults devoted to each of the Daedric Lords. The book, Modern Heretics, is the best introduction to Daedric cults. The library here has a copy if you need it. Remember, the Mysterium Xarxes ritual will consume the physical form of the artifact in order to release its Daedric power.
In other words,
I think
make
I'm
sure
close
it's
to
one that
deciphering
you
more
really
of the
don't
ritual.
need.
I hope to
Gotcha.
have made some
Thank
progress
you.
by the time you return with the Daedric artifact.
Alright.
What do you need, friend?
Where the hell do I even find the thing? Find the library. I bet that would have been like my bedroll if I decided to join the Blades. Maybe by the like after. So that this has to be kind of a cool ending. But like after we, you know, somehow defeat the Oblivion invasion and stuff like that, maybe you know, Martin will be like, oh my god, you're so cool, please join the Blades, and I'll be like, all right, I'll join the Blades. So I don't know. So like I said, I mean, I've never played Oblivion before. This is my first go at it. So I like all I remember and this is just coming from like YouTube videos that like may have mentioned Oblivion, and they'll show a little bit of it, is that we will actually see Mayor's Dagon in its physical form, which is very rare for us to do. Well, it's very rare for anybody to really see because, I mean, it's a physical form of a freaking god. So, you know, it's not like you see that every day.
What do you need, friend?
I'm trying to find the damn library, fam. Oh,
I need
here we
to
go.
talk to you, soldier to soldier.
Hi, Bladesman. What's on your mind?
It's Martin.
Good evening,
His
sir.
security, I mean. I'm just not
Yes?
sure we're doing enough. He's the last of the Septim line. His
so
death
you do
would
know you don't have a
spell
shirt?
our
Okay.
doom.
Yes. Yes, I see your point. And the others feel the same way?
We are one mind and one blade, of course.
Right. Well, we'll all have to remain extra vigilant. But enough chatter. Back to our duties, eh?
Stay safe.
Alright, let's see if we can try to find the book that he mentioned. Modern Heritage, the one we're talking about. Alright. Describes location of the Shrine of Azura. Perhaps this figures the shrine to learn how to obtain the Daedric artifact. Alright. So Daedric worship is not prohibited by law in Cyrodiil. Primarily, this is a result of Imperial Charter granted the Mages Guild permitting the summoning of Daedra. Nonetheless, chapel and public opinion is so strongly against Daedra worship that those who practice Daedric ritual do so in secret. However, options or opinions about Daedra worship, blah 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 blah. Oh, I personally have discovered one community worship being the Daedric Lord of Zura, Queen of Dusk and Dawn. And from what I heard, from what I know in my lore, if you want to actually worship a Daedric god that actually likes their follower, Azura is the way to go. She's pretty cool. A researcher curious about Daedric worship might research in several ways: through the studying of literature, through exploration, and discovering the ancient Daedric shrine. Blah blah blah, boo 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 blah, blah blah blah. Make sure you wipe the opposite way. Blah blah blah. Wait a minute. In the case trying to reserve, both profitable to have a Cheydinhal hunter who had a chance to across a strange epic statue in his travel. The statue was of a woman with outstretched arms. In one hand she held a star, in the other she held a crescent moon. He had shunned the statue out of superstitious fear, but had marked the location in memory. Far north of Cheydinhal, northwest of Lake Arius, high in the Jural Mountains. Then proceeding to the local Mages Guild with a description of statue. Okay. Azura found me worthy to make such an offering, even though I preferred it, blah blah blah. I have since heard rumors in the existence of Cyrodiil of other Daedric shrines of Daedric Lord to which they are dedicated, and the Daedric artifact that might be won by questing heroes. Seeing the Huntsman, for example, is linked to a legend of a Savior's Hide, a powerful enchanted armor. The Warhammer Volunrun is associated with Malakoth, which I'm actually familiar with that one because that was not in Skyrim. In fact, is there even an actual quest for Malakoth? Like, I know that there is a quest where you can, like, go find this orc dude, and either kill him or bring him back, and then he'll take over the tribal chief or something. I don't fucking know. He'll take over Roman Reigns. Lords of Monsters and eponymously, I've never heard that word before, named Mace of Moloch Ball, is also thought to object to Daedric worship. Other Daedric Lord, their shrines and worship remain to be discovered. Cyrodiil Baroness, blah 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna do the smart thing here. I'm gonna look up and see what Daedric artifact should I go for, because in Skyrim, the Star of Azura was actually pretty damn good, and I really like Azura, so I don't really want to, get rid of it. So, mastered which Daedric artifact Let's see. Should I give to Martin? Should I give to my dog? What? Why would I give an Ancient artifact to my dog? Okay, there we go. So this is from a Reddit post from 6 years ago. I gave him the mirror's ring for lore reason. Rose, you get the unique dialogue with how he once possessed the staff. What? Martin stabbed Sanguine's Rose? That's crazy. I'm a cheater, so I duplicate whatever artifact. Okay, well that doesn't help, fam. I never found a use for the Savior's Hide. Definitely not Azura's Star or the Skeleton Key. I would recommend a weapon or armor that doesn't fit your playstyle. Always give the Skeleton Key because that's what makes the game too easy. I like the thematic idea of giving it up. If you give him Sanguine's Row, he has a cool bit of extra dialogue. That's cool. Alright, so yeah, so it's not like I have to give him the Azura Star. I can just give him whatever magic artifact I can find. Which is cool. At the same time, though, I really wish that I didn't have to give it to him because she did mention that she's gonna ruin it. Oh wait a minute, here's one. That is from 2 years ago. The only incorrect answer is the Skeleton Key. I agree. And Azura Star. So yeah, the thing about like Azura Star is that it's practically a soul gem that never breaks, so you can use to like charge shit. So I gave him Ogre's Hammer, blah blah blah. Ball and run. No way I'm hauling that heavy ass hammer around. I might do that. Either Azura Star or Ball and Run, depending on how I'm playing the game. Ball and Run or Savior's Hide, maybe. What is Savior's Hide supposed to be? Like, I know that's supposed to be from frickin' her scene, the God of the Hunt, but it wasn't even in the thing. So, Mayru's Razor, ah ha 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 ha. Mesa Mauler Ball, beaten to death before acquiring it, so it doesn't have the same sentimental value. Azura Star too valuable to give up. Yeah, again, like, that's just so crazy to me. Like, I remember how good Azura Star is. Why would I want to give it to him? So, sorry, I know we're just waiting around talking right now, but, like, I'm trying to, like, figure this out.
Good evening, sir.
I guess you could. I mean, I guess you could try the duplication glitch, but I don't even know what that is. Alright, let's see if Volun Run is good. So, Volun Run. Red, good, and Oblivion. Not exceptionally strong in terms of damage or utility, but its paralysis effects and appearance can make it worthwhile. You know what? I think I'm gonna figure out how to do the duplication glitch because I kind of want to at least have a collection of Daedric artifacts eventually once we get a house. You know, I mean, getting a house is a kind of like a must thing here. So, alright. So, not to give Azura Star to Martin, this powerful artifact can be used as soul gem. Instead, it would consider giving Sanguine's Rose. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to give him Sanguine's Rose. So how do we get it? See, this is kind of like that point, like right now, where it's like we're staying up all night trying to study, trying to see how we can find Sanguine's Rose. So, alright, Oblivion Remastered. Where to get Sanguine's Rose? Alright, by completing the quest Sanguine for Sanguine at the Shrine of Sanguine, you need to be at least level 8. What level are we? We are level 6, son of a bitch. You know what? I mean, I'm kind of considering that we can probably just do a bunch of quests. And try to get ourselves to level 8. That's probably the one way to do it. Alright, why is my willpower down? Yeah, that might be like sick or some crap again. No, I'm not. So, I don't know why my willpower is down, but whatever. Alright, another thing we can do, though, is join, a guild. And we can just try to figure out, or we can just try to, you know, do some mission for our guild. Until then, so honestly, we might just do that. So let's see if there's a let's go back to Bruma and see if there's a major guild. I can't turn around. All right, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to me how like come on, Bethesda, don't be like that. All right, you get that's like a noob's trap, but like, oh, you need to go to one of these shrines and, you know, get a Daedric artifact. A noob is going to be like, alright, I'll just do this for the story and all that stuff. And then, you know, yes, like, here I am, I'm a new player in the Elder Scrolls. Don't know anything really about Daedric artifacts and how cool they are. So I will just go ahead and just do whatever the game tells me, even if it means destroying them. Like, no, man, do not destroy Zero Star. Because, again, freaking, at least in Skyrim, it was really damn good. It was basically a soul gem that just never breaks. So. Alright.
How can I help you?
First of all, let's go ahead and wait this 3 hours. Alright. And let's go get our armor repaired. Oh, they're not even open yet. That's weird. I had it set to wait to like 3 hours, and then it went from like 2 to 0 like instantly.
Yes? If I can't fix it, it ain't broke.
That's one, sir. I see what Chad did there. Alright. Hang on, do I have any shit I can
Only
sell
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Alright. Let's see. Gear. I don't want to get rid of this apron. This apron was kind of a gift. The Kavash curse is so cool, though. I don't want to get rid of that either. I do have all this stuff here. So,
you drive a hard bargain.
We'll do that too. So, the Staff of Ruin kind of saved me.
Thank you for your. Take care.
So when we were in the Daedric cult thing, trying to, you know, save the one person from getting sacrificed.
Hey, I'm Tolkien.
Hello.
Herald to Countess Narina Carvain here in Bruma.
Okay.
She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Countess Carvain would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her. Safe journey, my lord.
Wow, 25 gold. Exciting. But you know what? This is a step in the right direction.
Oh, mercy. Just one.
Sorry, fam. I don't have any money on me, so... Oh my god. That is like the usual way to respond to a homeless person asking for money. Sorry, I don't carry cash. So, but alright, give me your card then. But no, bitch. Alright. What's up?
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolkien gave you whetted your appetite.
Sure.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Narina Carvain. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
The Draconian Madstone? What is that?
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake, coiled around and encircling itself.
Because
the eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Alright, so where's the Pale Pass?
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
I am actually. But, because the video got corrupted, and I can't do this, and I had to restart this mission, obviously, because the video is in the same realm as, you know, this point in time, I have to learn it again so the viewers can know.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
So, the Alliance ended the conflict.
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Sure. By the way, you look like you should be in the Shrek movie.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site.
Where'd you get that diary from?
I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck. May the path ahead be free of danger.
Here you are again, you know, oh look, I got all these guards and stuff like that. And, you know, they could totally go get it for me, but I'm so scared losing anybody, so I'm gonna send this random dude out to go get it for me. Nice. Anyways, dude, that is so crazy, by the way, how earlier I mentioned that, like, I felt like Dragonclaw Rock had, like, a quest to do and stuff like that. And I was totally right, because, well, you know, she's telling me to basically go to Dragonclaw Rock. So, yeah. Anyways, okay. So, told me that our scouts have already located the first landmark mentioned in the diary, Dragonclaw Rock. It's been marked on my map. I should journey from there. Alright, let's make our way there. Make my way to the Dragonclaw Rock. Let's go ahead and take off this thing too. Okay. Alright, let's make our way to Dragon Claw Rock. Actually, this would be about the time that I should go ahead and end the episode because, well, we don't know what we're expecting at Dragon Claw Rock. But yeah, you know, honestly, it'll be a good setup for the next episode. So, anyways, I'm gonna figure out how to do the duplication glitch, and that way, you know, I don't have to actually sacrifice a Daedric artifact. Because, like I said, I like collecting those shit because those shits are like, there's only like usually one in the entire game that you can ever have. So I really want to keep them. And then eventually store them in a house for us later down the line. But anyways, next, so we're gonna try to get to level 8. And I don't think it's gonna take us that long because one of the main things that we should do is start focusing more on like magic and stuff like that. That way we can level up even faster. So it's probably what we'll try to do. So yeah, that's kind of like the plans for, you know, for now on. But until then, we're gonna go ahead and look for this Akavirian artifact, stuff like that. Which, oh man, I'm sure it's gonna have a lot of history. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.